What's going on, guys? Seancutshair back with another video. I got my man Joey in the chair. He is a longtime friend. You can see he has not cut the top of his hair in over 2 years. He's looking absolutely crazy, and today is the day we're gonna get him together. So we're gonna chop this man bun off. I'm gonna go ahead and comb it all up, guys. We're just gonna hack it off. He wants this short, low maintenance haircut, so I'm just gonna hold it up and cut it basically as low as I can. We're gonna end up leaving him about an inch and a half on top. Alright guys, so I'm going to start off, I'm going to go ahead and saturate the hair. You can see because he's always wearing it up, he does get braids sometimes, or at least wears it up in a top knot. You can see that hair is really wanting to lay up. We're going to wet that hair so we can come in and cut that down, like I said, to about an inch and a half. Now I'm going to use my 5.5 inch fresh shears, guys. You know I like to use the smaller shears when I'm doing my cutting on top and my detail work. We're just going to cut this down nice and even. You guys can see I'm just following my guide from front to back, basically taking it to that shortest point that we cut when we cut the ponytail off. I work my way through the middle from front to back, and then I will take that on each side following the same guide and cut that down. We are going to follow his head shape. It's not going to really be a square haircut. We're going to kind of follow the roundness of his head and cut the sides down as well, and then we'll work on the other side, connect it all together, and we can move on to the clipper work. Now, like I said in the beginning, guys, this hair is obviously going up, and we want to get that laying down on the sides so that we can feed our clipper work right into it and make everything lay together super nice. So I'm starting to get the hair dry. Now I'm going to come in with my vent brush and actually get those sides to lay down. That way I can take my clipper and feed right into it. We're going to start off with a number 2 on our Babyliss Custom FX. If you guys haven't seen my videos before, I like to use this clipper. It feeds the best right into the hair on top, so I'm able to just ride that clipper straight up off the side of the head and go ahead and connect to the length on top that we just cut. We'll go ahead and get the whole side cut down to a number 2, connect it to the top, and then we can come in and start the fade. Now we're gonna come in and set our bald guideline. You guys see how much room we're gonna have to work that fade. All we have to do is fade up to a number 2. So I'm gonna start my guideline a little bit higher. We're gonna go ahead and punch it in with the Andis Slimline Pro. For those of you who haven't seen my videos, guys, I like to punch it in so it's nice and precise. And I use a trimmer that's not too sharp, so I'm able to take that bald line out with my closed clipper. We'll go ahead and bald all this out with the trimmer, then we can come in with the shaver and get it all the way down to skin before we start our first step. If you guys feel like you need any help with the shaver guidelines or the trimmer guidelines, those are some of the hardest parts of the fade to get done. Definitely check out the video I did on trimmer and shaver guidelines. I'll break it down step by step, zoomed in and slowed down, and it should be greatly helpful for you guys. Now for our first step, we're gonna go up about an inch, and guys, I'm using the Babyliss clipper again because this clipper does have a taper blade on it. So my Rebel has a fusion blade on it, it's a little bit shorter. I like to set my open section with a taper blade. That is gonna make it easier when we get to the half guard. Now we're gonna switch over to the Rebel, guys. This has a fusion blade on it and it cuts a little bit shorter. I'm able to start with the clipper closed, and because we punched the guideline in with the slim lines and they're not very sharp, this clipper closed will take out the ball guideline. So we're gonna bump the ball guideline up slightly, then we'll open the lever up a little bit more and work on that guideline that's left in the middle. If the lever is open, we should be at the top of the section. If the lever is closed, we should be at the bottom. And then we can polish up any dark spots that are left behind by starting with the lever open, using the corner of the clipper, and just attacking the dark spots until we're happy with this transition. Next up, we're gonna come in with a 1 guard all the way open, and we're basically gonna flick right into that number 2. We don't have a big gap from the 1 to the 2, so we should barely see a guideline here. If we do, we can come in with our 1.5 and connect that all together. But all we have left after this is the line between the open one and the open clipper. Now you guys can see, just to make sure everything is consistent, I'm gonna go ahead and go through here with my 1.5 halfway open between the open 1 and the 2, and just make sure that we have a smooth transition working our way down before we tackle that last line. Now we can start to tackle the last line between the open section and the 1 open. So I'm gonna come in with the 1 guard closed. Guys, it's important to go a little bit higher than that line, knowing that we're gonna need the half guard to take the line all the way out. So I'm going through the line with the 1 guard closed and up into the 1 open. And after we're done with that, we can come in with the half guard and it should come all the way together. Now last but not least, we're gonna come in with the half guard. And again guys, it is halfway open. That is the sweet spot. And for those of you who are new to my channel, I like to call this guard the magic eraser. It doesn't really cut very well. It just kind of slides on the hair, but that is why I like it. It's really safe to come in here, take these last dark spots out between these sections and make this blend look nice and clean. Now I'm gonna come in and edge up his vertical bar. We're not gonna do a whole lot of lineup on his hairline or anything, just the vertical bar. Then we're gonna move on and clean up the beard. Now as we went guys, he ended up saying I can cut a lot more off the beard, so I'm gonna start kind of slow, but I wanna go through the process of cleaning up this beard. So right now we have a number 3 all the way closed. I'm basically following his cheek line and coming off at the bottom of his jawline. That's gonna get everything on the cheek cut down to a 3 with the grain. Now we can turn around and go against the grain and start to blend that sideburn area out. I went ahead and skipped the number 2 guys. Because of the way the hair grows on the beard, you're able to come in and just work your way up. So I'm just starting a little bit higher with the 1.5 halfway open, and then we'll continue the same steps we did in our fade, fading this beard all the way out. Next up, we're gonna come in with the 1 guard open, blend that out a little bit, close it up. You guys can see it's lightening up. Then we'll come in with the clipper all the way open and blend that the rest of the way out. Of course guys, if we need the half guard, we can use it. If we need the 2 guard to clean up any of those dark spots, we can. And then we'll come in and we're just gonna freehand the rest of the beard and get it shaped super nice. So like I said guys, he started off, I was just gonna clean it up. He actually didn't book a beard, but we did such a transformation. I wanted to clean his beard up. And as I start to shape it, he said, you know, you can go ahead and take a little bit more off. So we're just gonna freehand it little by little until we have a nice shape on the beard. Now we're gonna work on the back line of the beard, the side next to the ear. I'm just gonna take that straight down and clean that edge up. And then I'm gonna use my trimmer a little bit to clean up the line underneath. Then we'll move on to the front of the beard and we'll really start to shape it and get that finished look. I'm gonna cut the mustache down with a 1 guard closed. You guys can see it is taking a little bit of that bulk out. Then we'll come in with our trimmer and line the mustache up before we finish shaping the beard. Now I had wet the hair so we can move on to the finished style, and I noticed it was a little bit heavy on that ridge area. So I'm just gonna do some clipper over comb. You guys can see I'm pivoting that clipper out, keeping it flush with the head, and just following through with the clipper to cut off anything that's hanging over. Now I'm going to apply some level 3 pomade. It is a shiny pomade. I'm just going to work it through the hair. Then we'll come in with our blow dryer and get the finished style going. Now I'm gonna use my blow dryer, guys. I basically just want to make sure that everything's laying down. We talked about how it was kind of disconnected. Well, not kind of disconnected, but it was disconnected with the top knot. which made it kind of want to lay funny. So I'm just going to use my blow dryer. We have some product in there. I'm going to get it kind of combed over for a nice little short side part. Alright guys, there's my man Joey before. 2 years of growth on top, ready for a change. You guys see the disconnection, something we had to deal with. Kind of crazy looking, but I think we got my man together. Alright guys, there he is, finished cut. Super short, low maintenance, easy haircut, high bald fade. We cleaned the beard up. I think we saved his life. So if you guys like this video, do me a favor and smash that thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe and get in on the 50K giveaway before July 1st. You guys see my man Jason in the background. He is my next tutorial. So if you want to see a high taper on Jason, make sure you have your bell notifications turned on. But as always guys, I appreciate you watching. I'll catch you guys next time.